Football League brings us to one of the great cities of the world, London, England. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And this opening dynamic kickoff not going to be returned. It'll come out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On the ground, this is Devon Achane. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. This defense for the Vikings, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Right back to Achane on 2nd down. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
On the toss, here's Allen. Nifty footwork at the 45. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets 1st down. They keep it on the ground. Allen again. Down inside the 40. You look at this defense for the Vikings. This unit coming into this one ranked number 20 against the pass in the NFL.
And it's really difficult to prepare for this team. This is the #1 overall passing team in the NFL, but it shouldn't be hard to get excited about playing against them. The ultimate test going against that unit.
And that's why you and I are excited to broadcast this game.
Yes, sir.
Running right, here's Achane. Down the right sideline. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Devon Achane. His first touchdown on the year. And the Jets get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he probably wishes he would have sat on that one. Instead, he's only able to get this up beyond the 15-yard line. First carry for Nick Chubb. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Chubb on the counter. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down. They snap it to Herbert. Incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and that will force a turnover on downs. Now Achane on 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Right back to Achane on 2nd down. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And Purdy, he's going to shift him around into something else. In motion right, that's Wilson. They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the 1st down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
So here's Greg Zuerlein now as he'll try for the field goal. From the left hash, this from 34. And that is no good. He pulled it just a bit, just a wee bit wide left. And this will remain a 1-touchdown game.
Trying to build on that opening drive touchdown, but the drive stalls out. And then you get the missed field goal here, so they wind up with nothing to show from drive number 2.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them, but go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row.
And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there for Minnesota. And even 50 yards. So in jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Rolling to his right. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down. Now it's Herbert. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he gets the 1st down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Back to throw here, Herbert. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. David Njoku, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point splits the uprights. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's second down. Out of the gun, here's a give to Achane. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 82 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen.
Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick six.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Nwangu now from his end zone. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Right back to Achane on second down. And now a fumble. The ball's out. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And some room to run now. Inside the 20. And they are going to bring this one back. It's a fumble return, a scoop and score for the Vikings. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they don't choreograph very well usually.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Nwangu now from his end zone. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. 2nd and 10. Purdy looking to throw. It's caught here by Adams. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Off to Wilson it goes on the end around. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. Purdy. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Caught by Wilson. On the move past the 40. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A first catch there for Wilson and a first down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And there's a completion to the tight end, and look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Purdy from the gun. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Achane not going anywhere. He'll lose a couple back to the 6. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Here's Allen. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Achane. It looks like he's going to be stopped short of the 1st down by about a yard. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So here's Greg Zuerlein now as he'll try for the field goal. Zuerlein's kick is up and through. So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the fourth quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Here's Herbert. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Give him credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Herbert back to the air. He'll buy some time right. And it's caught. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
I think as he began this throw, you saw that the area was congested, but he has a lot of confidence.
And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Was shot right as time expires in the first half. And the Vikings will extend their lead on the final play of the half.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is up to 18 now. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. And we will not see a return of the dynamic kickoff. And the first drive of the second half will commence from the 30-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. Nick Bonito picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Well, this defense has to feel good because they've now brought down one of the faster quarterbacks in the game multiple times. That defensive unit, they're letting us all know they get paid too. They're no slouches themselves.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Reed Blankenship. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Well, pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
On the ground, it's Wilson. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down. Now a toss right side. Achane with it. He stiff arms him. And out of bounds right around the 20. 138 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Devon Achane with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Jets take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Second down, here's Chubb again. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. Here's Herbert. They'll roll him out right. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Herbert able to show his wheels as he gets the first. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football. Sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
2nd down, here's Chubb again. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. And again, it's Chubb. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. They go up the middle with Chubb. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Herbert rolling to his left. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Would have been right at about a 52-yard field goal try, but no, they are going to go for this thing on 4th down. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, Herbert sliding out of the pocket. To the right side and complete to Jefferson. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll run with Chubb, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Chubb. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Herbert now. This is caught. Touchdown, Vikings. David Njoku. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Vikings are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Well, I've heard you use the term put-away drive, and that right there seemed like the definition of a put-away drive.
Yeah, it certainly just pops right up out of the book, doesn't it? Because up 2 scores already, just wanted to possess the football, keep converting and picking up 1st downs, and if the drive ends in 3 points, that's terrific. If it ends in a touchdown, fantastic.
Now for the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
He's done his part sailing past the century mark on the ground with rushing yardage, but his team, a different story.
Yeah, they're down big in this ball game, so sometimes you wonder to yourself how much of that is him with a great performance and how much of that is the defense just loosening up because they have a big lead.
On first down, back to Achane.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Achane here, they stay on the ground.
And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Now it's Wilson. It's a solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38.
10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down.
Well, partner, if we had their entire playbook in front of us, I'm not sure we would have picked out that play as the one to run in that situation. How about the guts of the offensive coordinator? Dialing that one up into great success.
A run straight ahead with Achane.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And all the way in, touchdown, New York.
Devon Achane, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Jets have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them. And field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here.
And what a tough spot for this defense, because they know it's coming, but they're just powerless to stop it. What a great run there to start the drive. And you can bet there'll be more where that came from as they try to ice this game away.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Looking to throw. Herbert escaping the pressure right. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by DJ Reed.
And the Jets are right back in this football game. Well, Charles, you got a quarterback out of the pocket, try to make a play, and you get it, but instead he ends up throwing it to the other team.
And partners, we know to be successful in this league, number one, you're going to have to be able to make plays on the perimeter or when the pocket breaks down. But number two, you've got to make smart decisions with the football. And that time, that simply was not a smart decision.
They'll run with Wilson.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.
Garrett Wilson.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets.
Garrett Wilson.
68 yards.
And the Jets have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. So that's a really big play here in the fourth quarter. And don't look now. They're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to just one score. So here we go with the onside kick. They'll need a recovery and a touchdown. A field goal does them no good. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Running out of the gun with White. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Now it's Herbert. They set up the screen to Chubb. And they stop him up short of the 1st down as they get him at about the 43. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the 1st down.
Here we go on 4th. Herbert rolling to his right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Jets are going to get the football back. This is 1st and 10. Here's Achane to start the drive. Gets around him, and he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Again, it's Achane. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way in, touchdown, New York. Devon Achane, 49 yards. And the Jets have taken a 4th quarter lead. So from 3 scores down, these guys have fought all the way back to grab the lead. And I'll just tell people what happened when they went up 3 scores. I wrote on your paper 2 words, game over, and now I'm eating those words. I was wrong.
Little salt, little pepper, goes down pretty easily.
I will admit when I make a mistake.
Well, it looked like it was going that way. This is one of those paging Frank Reich moments, and I can't believe I just brought that up because Frank Reich at Maryland in college did it to my Tennessee Volunteers, and that was a big reason why my team lost.
Sounds like you still harbor some pain from that game.
You know, we still got a little time to work it out with the doctor.
And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing, Herbert steps away. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
They've got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost getting into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down.
Shotgun now with Purdy.
Flushed out right. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
Purdy now to throw.
Flush to his right. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Jets try it, but the fourth down play doesn't work. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48.
Herbert going to throw.
He's going to let it fly. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. This defense hasn't had the best showing in this game, but a critical knockdown there. If they can hang on, I guess the end will kind of justify the means.
Certainly, and just think of it this way. It may not be the quantity of the plays that they've had because those haven't been great, but they get a few more quality ones like that. That could finish things off for them.
Inside a minute to go. Here's 2nd and 10 now. Herbert to throw. Finds White.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Herbert.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Too far for a field goal. They've got to go. It's 4th down. Herbert.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down.
They're not out of it yet, but in order to come back, they need to play clean football the rest of the way. He makes the correct read there, passing on challenging a blanket coverage and getting the first down with his legs instead.
Now Herbert.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Herbert. He'll buy some time right.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And the Jets have just about sewn up this football game.
When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
Purdy down to a knee, and that should be the final act of the ball game. That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles.